Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for November the 27th through December the 3rd, 2023. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Please do remember to like and subscribe and comment if you wish. That all helps make this channel more visible. Do let me know how these readings resonate with you. This reading is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising or Ascendant, or any other significant Scorpio placement in your chart. If that is something affecting you, then this reading might be for you. So if your sun sign reading doesn't resonate, one of these, another reading in this set may actually resonate with you more, depending on what's going on right now. If you are returning to this channel, welcome back. I very much appreciate you coming back, and I hope you are coming back because these readings are helpful to you. And again, please do let me know how you are getting on with those. Okay, and so also, one other thing I want to say is that if for some reason you are watching this video on a week that is not November 27th through December 3rd, 2023, it could be that there is some message in here for you, so the timing may not matter here. Time is fairly fluid anyway, so if you find yourself watching this on a week that's not the one that's specified, then there still may be a message here. Remember, this is a general reading, so you take what resonates with you and you leave the rest. There's going to be some things that apply more than others. I'm going to try to give you the broadest interpretation of everything. If I get something specific that, maybe for you, might be for someone else, I don't know. But do remember, it is a general reading. So if there's certain specific things that don't apply to you, either you might want to look at a different reading, or for another sign that may be related to, like I said, your ascendant moon or something like that, or just a matter of there just may be certain things that for whatever reason this reading doesn't apply. So okay, so let's begin. I always do an astrological spread, and I'm looking at the 12 astrological houses, Aries through Pisces, and what the attributes are of those houses. Those attributes tell me how to what these cards are about. So when they're showing up, I don't have to guess about whether they're a relationship or career or something like that. This actually tells me what area of life it's referring to. And I use the cartouche cards, Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche, and with them I use the tarot, and the one I'm using this week to clarify is the Tarot Familiars deck. Okay, so begin at the beginning. Okay, so this is Aries. This is your personality, how you present yourself to the world, how others see you, what you want people to see, and you have the Ten of Swords with Osiris. So, okay, interesting, because Osiris indicates stability, control, being in control. It's got strong Sagittarius energy, but also strong Emperor energy. Okay, so there's this sense of being in control, relying on your own judgment. And this seems to be in the face of some kind of an ending, okay? Ten of Swords represents something that has most definitely come to an end. And being it's in the first house, this could be an aspect of your personality. This could be an aspect, a habit, or some aspect of your self-care that you are changing, or something that's going to come to an end, or that needs to come to an end. There seems to be something here that you need to get rid of, okay? Something that needs to change, or it is in the process of changing, and perhaps what you would like to do right now is you're trying to project an image of stability and control. So I don't know. So I feel like, as a piece of advice, it might be saying, in the midst of changes that you're making, try to kind of stay in this middle place and rely on your judgment. Second house is Taurus. So this has to do with your money, your finances, your possessions, sometimes with your values. And yeah, this is the second time I've seen the Hermit here. You have it with the air card. So there could be messages coming in about money. Sometimes air indicates it could be money coming in through, I don't know, some kind of communication venture, whether it be writing, public speaking, maybe even teaching, or there's something about messages with this, or something about communication. So it's either you're getting money through this medium, okay, that for some reason there's something you're doing in the communications area that's going to make you money, or this is saying that there's going to be messages coming in. Whichever it is, Hermit indicates a need to retreat, to step back, maybe not to spend so much right now, because there's this need here. I mean, there seems to be a need to communicate, or there's communications coming in, but there's also a need to think very deeply about something. Like when the Hermit comes up, I feel like we need to not rush into things. Air moves very, very fast, and it's also fairly detached, so we just want to make sure we're not rushing into financial decisions. You're going to want to think about something before you proceed. Third house is Gemini energy. This literally is about communications and messages, sometimes about siblings, brothers or sisters. Can have to also do with a business venture. If you're in your own business, that would apply here too, because it's about self-effort. Yeah, and you've got Three of Wands with Anubis. So for some people, this could be, this could mean some short distance travel for some people for some kind of a thing, whatever it is. Could be a work thing. It could be some other short trip that you're making that might be significant. Now, the Three of Wands indicates that you've put something out and you're waiting for it to come back. Three of Wands to me also indicates collaboration with somebody else. So for some people, this definitely seems like it's a business thing. There may be certain things that you're putting in, certain efforts, certain people perhaps you're looking to work with, and there may be some back and forth messages. But Anubis also would indicate having boundaries or guardrails. I feel like Anubis is a card of protection. And again, there's definitely also a sense here, like with the first house, of you trusting your own judgment with something. So take it as it resonates, but I do feel like in a business situation, there are messages, there is a need to collaborate. You will be seeing what you've sent out coming back to you. And yeah, I feel very strongly Anubis in this case is like, the message is often you're not delusional, okay? So take that as it resonates, whether it has to do with business or with something else. Fourth house, this is Cancer energy, and this has to do with your home, your environment, sometimes with with the mother. But this is definitely about, if it's not your physical home, it may also be your sense of being at home. And you have the Six of Wands with the Buckle of Isis. Okay, so Buckle of Isis, now for some people in these sort of Cancerian or houses that are related to either home, family, or children, sometimes this does mean a new child coming in, because Buckle of Isis is a card of fertility and of childbirth, but it has to do with that that suffering that one goes through to achieve a good result at the end, whether it has to do with an actual child or not. So you may be sacrificing something right now, either for your home or to create something in the home, or it could be something you're doing for your family. But Six of Wands indicates recognition for something. So this is actually a very good card. It indicates success, recognition, and perhaps the completion of a project. So I feel like whatever sacrifices you're making right now, this is indicating that they will be recognized. Okay, the fifth house, this is Leo energy. Leo has to do with creativity. It can have to do with children, okay, as I mentioned, and also potentially with love affairs. Again, if those last two categories don't apply to you, then don't take those meanings. But but if you are looking for love, okay, it's saying you definitely want to hang back, and it's slow and steady right now. Knight of Pentacles indicates something that's growing very slowly. And there may be secrets, there may be things that you don't know when Sphinx shows up. So more information seems like it's needed about either a particular person or situation. And again, this could have to do with the situation with the child just because of the house placement, or it could have to do with a project or creative venture that you're working on. It could be something, maybe you're frustrated, maybe you think things are going along too slowly. But I feel like with the Sphinx here, there's a reason to sit back and wait right now. You don't want to rush into things because slow and steady wins the race here with something. Okay, sixth house, this has to do with Virgo energy. This is your health, and also potentially has to do with a job. It could have to do with domestic animals if you have pets. And also, I feel like this is also about potentially about worry, about our anxiety that we have about things. Virgo's about organizing details. It's all of the energy that's connected with that kind of stuff. Okay, and you've got Temperance and Scarab. So this could be, for some of you, a new job. Again, it could be a new health regimen. I feel like with Ten of Swords in the first house, maybe, I don't know, whether you feel like you need to change your way of eating or, have a better exercise regimen or something, some other aspect of your health or nutrition or something that you feel like you need to make a change. And with Temperance, there'd be the sense of needing to balance something out or needing to integrate something. So I feel for some people, yeah, there definitely seems to be like a change in one's habit or lifestyle may be part of this, okay? But again, I feel like changes that are made, just like I'm seeing the Buckle of Isis down here, that these will be rewarded even if they seem frustrating in the short term. And And temperance here, temperance can also be about integrating something. So sometimes when we have, opposite things going on, temperance is showing us how these things can work together or be blended together in some fashion, where things that may be seeming like they're a paradox or opposites, actually they both may have a place, and trying to find that balance, trying to find where that place is. Can be a new job for some people too. Some people might, be moving into a new job. Whatever it is you're moving to, I feel like this is something to create more balance and more peace in your life. Maybe you're taking up meditation or something. Maybe you've been very anxious. So definitely a good sign here. I feel, especially in the house of worry, this kind of making a change or a new beginning and moving towards balance is a very good thing regardless. 7th house, this is Libra energy. This has to do with relationships. So it could be a marriage if you're married. It can have to do with other kinds of significant partnerships that you have, business partnerships, friendships that maybe are involved also perhaps with what your work or something like that. And wow, you have Bastet with the 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups has, again, strong family vibe to it, but there's also this idea of getting what you want, and there's a very social aspect to this. This is about fulfilling your wishes in a group setting. And Bastet is about, Bastet's a very social card. And I feel here that it's saying to you, it could be saying follow your intuition on a particular situation, but I don't know, like if you're married, you and your spouse may be doing some socializing, maybe some aspect of that may lead to some kind of opportunity that's a wish fulfillment here. Or it just may be telling you that the way towards, maybe if you're looking for love, if you're looking for a relationship, maybe this is saying you need to get out more and be involved with people and be happy, be content with what you have. And there's definitely a strong energy of getting out and being with people here. So if you're in a relationship, this could mean that you and your partner definitely want to get out and socialize with people. If you're not in a relationship, this may be recommending socializing. And if this has nothing to do with either of those things, it could just be that you maybe need to get out and do some more networking and things. And that somehow what you're looking for is going to be in the midst of that community activity. Okay, 8th house is Scorpio. This is a house of transformation. And yeah, you've got Thoth here. And Thoth to me is a very strong card of karma. It's a house of divine timing. So to me, I feel like there's whatever's happening or not happening for you right now. Like if things are going on, or there's things that you're waiting for them to happen and they're not happening yet, this is saying it's all a matter of divine timing. So in this house of transformation, it's saying all transformations are going to take place when they're supposed to. The nice thing about this, it indicates you don't really need to worry so much, because it's saying what is yours is not going to pass you by. And there could be potentially some legal matters here or some health matters with Thoth. But overall, I don't feel that. I feel like this has to do with timing. And you have this Knave of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles here, and this indicates a new thought, a new project, a new idea, or potentially a new source of income, because this also is the house of shared resources or, other people's money. And so you may be at the beginning of something, some kind of a new project. There may be a new income stream, a new means of gaining security, but or you may even think about, about leaving, you know what I mean? Like this is about Page of Pentacles. Sorry, that word just jumped into my head. Page of Pentacles has to do with being at the beginning of a project or something. And I think the reminder here is that you are at the beginning of something. And because you are at the beginning, you may not be able to see what the outcome is right now. Okay, I don't know why I'm having a hard time finding words at the moment, but it's so you're just you're trying to you may be trying to start something new here, and it does seem like you're laying a good foundation, but it is reminding you that everything in its proper time. So if things are not happening yet, do remember you're at the beginning of a process. Okay, 9th house, Sagittarius. This has to do with expansion. It has to do with higher learning, potentially with your philosophy, your religion, your beliefs. This all has to do with expansion, moving forward with stuff. And And also, like I said, higher education, long distance travel too. That's the other aspect of this house. And what we have here is the Eight of Cups with Sirius. Okay, Eight of Cups is walking away from something, definitely. For some of you, this could be walking away from some kind of an educational establishment. I don't know why that's coming into my head, but it could be a walking away from something. Whatever it is, it's something that served you well, and now you're fine, and you're saying, okay, this was fine for a long time, but now I need to get away from it. And Sirius may indicate a level of endurance that's required. You may have to think outside of the box. There may be some legwork that needs to be done, okay? But you need to move on and get away from something. And since this is in the house of long distance travel, this could literally mean taking a long trip or moving somewhere far away. It can also mean that you are looking to expand your horizons, because Sirius is definitely a card of thinking outside the box. So I don't know. There's a need to get away from an old way of doing things, an old way of thinking, and perhaps even some things that are traditional. You may literally physically need to get away. And there's definitely this sense of movement and change here. And again, this could feel a little bit difficult right now, as this is a card of endurance. But this basically says you've got this. It's just you have the resources you need. I think there are times when it's easier not to do things, right? But this is saying that it is time to do things. Okay, 10th house. This is Capricorn energy. And this has to do with your career, your job, your fame, reputation. Really, more career than job. Okay, I realize those two are often the same thing, but not necessarily. Sometimes the thing you really want to offer or be remembered for in the world, what is your legacy, is not always the same as what you do for work. So, yeah, and we do have Ankh here. So for some people, Ankh to me has a very strong energy. Well, certainly it's the idea of doing what you're passionate about, regardless of what field it's in. But this often to me has to do, very similar to Hathor, in that it has to do with Venus ideas. So, something to do with beauty or art or something like that. But whatever it is, it's something that you love, but there's a struggle here. You've got the Five of Wands. So you may have other people involved in the situation who may be, if you're moving towards doing something you love, they may be saying, oh no, you have to think about this and that, and oh, this is a good decision, this is not. You need to get these other people out of your head. Like I said, you've got the Hermit down here when it comes to your own security and finances. So you need to think this out. And yeah, you've got Osiris, trust your own judgment. You've got Anubis over here with regard to communications. You're not deluding yourself. Yeah, this all seems to kind of come together here. I feel for some of you, this has to do with changes you may want to make to your career, to your life in general, whether you're moving towards retirement, whether you're moving into making a side hustle, a full-time job, whatever it is. You don't want to get caught up in the drama of other people. You need to stick to follow your heart, I guess is what we're saying here. Okay, 11th house, this is Aquarius energy. This has to do with friendships, hopes, wishes, your networks. And yeah, we're seeing Seth here. So there could be friends or loved ones or people in your network, perhaps well-meaning people, who are creating a problem. This is interesting because you have double Capricorn here. You have Ta and then you have the Devil. So this could literally be a person who is a Capricorn, which would kind of make sense because Capricorns are always kind of have that slow and steady, stay the course mindset, tend to be more traditional, tend to be more focused on the usual way of doing things. So you may be running into issues with somebody. It could also just be obstacles that you're having with your goals. And actually, if you are trying to do something new and you're feeling stuck, this strong Ta energy and Devil energy indicates that you are stuck in an old way of thinking. I mean, to me, the double Capricorn here suggests you are entrenched in an old way of thinking about something, and that is something that is blocking you. So whether it's a person or a friend or somebody in your network that's bringing this out, or whether this is you, sometimes it's both, or just an obstacle that you feel you're facing. This is saying, the whole point is you want to break out of this. You want to break the chains of the old way of doing things. So, so that seems pretty clear. And again, if it doesn't have to do with a job situation or with your money, it could have to do with some other kind of a situation. It could have to do with a friendship, it could have to do with a family situation. Whatever it is, take it as it resonates, because that is the house of, getting what you desire and the people around you. Okay, 12th house. This is Pisces energy. So this has to do with what you keep hidden. This is what's in your imagination. This is what is in, what you don't want people to see, what you might fear. And you have the Ace of Cups with Hathor, which is interesting. So this is very strong feminine energy. Ace of Cups indicates a new beginning of some kind, usually a passionate new beginning. It could be a new love. It could be a new, just something. Again, I'm seeing a whole lot in here about love and doing the things that that you enjoy. But there could be a fear about this. There could be a fear about showing somebody this. Okay, Hathor, again, as I mentioned about the Ankh here. There you may be, I don't know. I just feel like somebody may be moving into some very different way of doing things. And there may be some fears around that. I mean, Hathor does have to do with things we consider traditionally feminine, but it also has to do with a lot of Virgo type of things too, organization, planning, keeping things together, doing everything with a smile on your face, So there may be some concerns about a new beginning and about keeping it all together, about what you're doing here. But it's in the house of fear, so I feel like it is more of a fear than a reality right now. There's just some big changes going on. And overall, yeah, you've got Crook and Flail. So be confident, stay the course. Again, this idea of you being in the right about something. That's come up several times here. That's probably going to be the tagline for this reading. But you have it with the Page of Swords and the Six of Swords. So Page of Swords, again, says gather information. And the Six of Swords would be saying, whether you're literally moving, whether you're literally physically moving somewhere, which is possible because we do see this moving away in the travel house here, or whether this just has to do with moving away, metaphorically speaking, from a difficult or challenging situation into calmer and peaceful waters, like we see with Temperance down here. Knave of Swords too, there's a strong element of gossip here. So I feel like for you, people may be saying things, or you may be listening too much, or you may be assuming people are saying things about you. Maybe you're making a decision and people are going, oh, he or she did this or that. And it's not, you basically, I feel like you don't want to listen to others here. Gather your own information, understand you're going through a change, and ultimately there's a lot of cards here of saying whatever you're judging something to be, it's right. So don't let other people tell you otherwise. Okay, that's it for me for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.